Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Satis, and today we're going to dive into a topic that's not just a game changer, but the entire game itself. How to create high converting ads in 2024. In a world where attention is the most valuable currency, your ability to craft ads that not only catch the eyes and the attention, but actually convert is your golden ticket. But before we jump into it, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and join the community to see more videos like this. First and foremost, you really need to understand your audience. If you don't know who you're talking to, your ads will go absolutely nowhere. So you need to ask yourself some questions. Who is buying your product? What are they trying to solve? Are they aware of their problem? And what is your solution to their issue? These are very important questions to ask yourself. But don't worry, today we will dive deep into all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So as you can see over here, I have prepared a Google Docs that goes deep into finding the target audience. I took an example of Athlete, which is a very known brand for athletes, just like the name says. And it's basically massage guns, everything that has to do with massage. So people, the athletes can recover and increase their athletic performance. And I think they did a fantastic job. I do not work with them, but I just took them as an example because I see that they did the work and they know who they're talking to. And so as you can see, the photos, the text, all of that is pretty much designed to that target audience. It's very, very specific. And I love that. I think they did a really good job. So how do we start by doing our audience research? Well, you can look into your competitors, see who they are talking to, what's their marketing angle. You can look into Amazon reviews about different products that are similar to your niche. You can go on to Reddit, Google, ChatGPT. So Reddit, for example, there's a lot of different, questions that will allow you to really understand what athletes, for example, are thinking about, what are their thoughts, their pains, all of that. So let's start off with some basics. We need to understand what is the age of our audience, of our target audience. For athletes, I would say it's anywhere between 21 to 35. Obviously, it's a young crowd. So keeping that in mind will allow me to, have ads that are exactly for that young generation, right? I don't want old people in my ads. I want young people that are fit. Gender, I'm pretty much gonna go for all, but if your product is gender specific, then I would put that in, right? Occupation, obviously professional athletes, fitness enthusiasts, gym goers, but mostly professional athletes. So people that really like going, doing sportive activities. Now, income level, this is actually more important than I thought. Over here, I put middle to upper middle class, but I think it's very important to ask yourself this question because, for example, I was working with an e-commerce that was selling high-end kitchen knives for chefs, right? For sushi chefs. And the kitchen knife was anywhere around 200 to 300 euros. Now, before doing this exercise, we thought, any chef would be able to afford this, all of that. But then looking into it and looking into, for example, because the demographic was Spain and Portugal, where the salaries are quite low as a starter chef, right? It can range from like 1,500 to 2,000 euros, which obviously isn't much. Now, for that person, how will they be able to afford that 250 to 300 euros? And obviously, we didn't think about that until we asked ourselves this question. And I did this exercise with my client. What is their income level? And we realized that their income level is quite low. And the only way they can, afford this knife is either we put down the knife, the price of the knife, or we can offer some payment plans, which will facilitate, them being able to afford this kind of knife. So this is quite important. Over here, I would say, athletes are anywhere between middle to upper middle class. Obviously this exercise, sometimes it seems all obvious, but once you put it all down into paper, you're gonna see that there are things that will pop up that you haven't thought about, right? Lifestyle, I would put highly active and health conscious. So obviously over here, think about what is the lifestyle of your customer. What do they do? Do they have coffees regularly? Are they out partying regularly? Because obviously knowing that, you'll be able to talk to them directly and find them in these places, right? Find the interests that resonate with them. Same with values. If you understand their values, you will understand what truly resonates with them and what will captivate them. So over here, athletes prioritize physical well-being, performance improvement, and recovery. Now, what are some of their interests? This is also quite important to think about. What is the interest of your target audience? What do they like? Do they like going on walks? Do they have an active lifestyle? Do they like traveling? So over here, I put sports, fitness routine, and also something that I thought about as well on top was obviously wellness and self-care. So this on top of like the obvious, which is sports, they like to take care of their well-being. Also in my research, I realized a lot of them suffer from some mental anxiety. So this will come up later on. But yeah, mental anxiety because they have to perform, they're scared that they will injure themselves and so on and so forth. So this is extremely important to really, think about. You can look into Answer the Public, or even ChatGPT is extremely helpful. You can tell ChatGPT those that basic research we've done together before. Tell them what are the main pain points, and ChatGPT will give you a ton that are very interesting. And also Google is just extremely helpful as well. All right, so after you put that in, you're going to see that you will get a ton of different, search results. So it goes from the most search, highly searched, as you can see, average search, and lowest search. So we're going to see what are the highest search. Can athletes recover from torn arteries? All right. Another one is how athletes recover faster. Now, this is really interesting. So they are interested in recovering faster because they want to pick up, their active lifestyle again. How athletes recover from injury. This is another one. Athletes who recovered from a torn act. Okay. There are some that obviously won't be as, matching, but some will really just get you some ideas on what are some pain points that they have. Why do athletes recover faster? So it seems like it's quite repetitive about, athletes recovering faster. This seems to be like the major one. Yeah, and you can see over here, there's just so much more that you can definitely look into. So athletes recovering faster, that seems to be the main one I got from here. And yeah, I'm going to take all of that into account. So obviously I've done my research before. I just wanted to show you guys a quick example on how I do this. After I've done this research, I realized that their main pain points is muscle soreness and fatigue. So obviously, they're training hard, they're gonna get tired easy. Pain and swelling. So after training hard, that comes with that, other than muscle soreness. Recovery time. So as we saw together in Answer the Public, recovery time is huge. I would even add fast recovery time, that would be the most important, because if they recover faster, they're able to train consistently and come back to it as soon as possible. Also, another one we saw together is injuries and strain, like how to avoid injuries, and obviously taking care of themselves will help do that. Time constraints, so maybe because athletes are super, super busy. This one I haven't thought about, for example, until I put it in, until I started thinking about it and brainstorming. But obviously, since athletes are so busy, they have, some hard time managing family, relationships, friends, and the different areas of life. So this is something that we can also look into. Now, stress and mental fatigue is another one as well. As we saw together, anxiety for an athlete is pretty common because they are just, stressed about their performance, stressed about the competition. They have to perform daily and they really push themselves mentally and physically on a daily basis. So we have to find a way to really make them recover, right? So now we have to think about the goals. After we thought about the pain points, it's very important that you define the avatar goals, because also you will be able to see if your product, is a perfect solution for those goals, then it's just easy to match it up, right? So goals of athletes, they want enhanced performance, they want quick and effective recovery, fast recovery, right? Injury prevention to be able to keep on going, and consistent training. I would also add in here probably like, now that I'm thinking about it and brainstorming, something about like the anxiety, just being at peace and, being more balanced in their lives. Now, after we've done that, the next thing I want you guys to do is start thinking. You've gathered pretty much a lot of information and data on your persona. And what you have to do is basically just think about different ways to catch that person, right? The hook or the headline is going to be the most important thing in your ad, right? You only have 3 seconds to catch people's attention. And if you don't do it right with the right hook, you lost them, right? Even though you have the best video on earth, if you don't have a strong beginning, it's not going to perform well. But as we can see over here, WeAthlete has done a fantastic job to cover all the pain points that we actually search ourselves. But this is what you have to do, right? Put in all the pain points that your avatar is dealing with, or even their goals, and think about hooks that can catch their attention, specifying to that pain point or to that goal, right? Keep it simple. For example, the hook for muscle soreness and fatigue. As you can see over here, what they have done is brilliant and simple. Optimize your workout routine with fitness, wellness, and recovery equipment backed by science and designed for your lifestyle. Awesome. So as you can see over here, if you play this, so as you can see, really, really easy, just boost your recovery, boost your performance. And that's what we were trying to highlight, right? Like the faster you will recover, the better you will perform. And this will definitely catch an athlete's attention. Other than that, after this research, I saw as well like pain and swelling. They were trying to look into that and cover that. So let me show you an example. So some simple ways that you can do as well that will work fantastically well after you've done your research. So for example, this one. So as you can see, very simple ad, and guess what they're targeting? Which pain point? Well, pain itself, right? Pain and swelling. Relieve pain, and this is the solution. So as you can see, these different ads have different pain points that they're going for, right? So look at this one. This one is a photo ad. I think photo ads work extremely well. You can really start your journey with photo ads. And you can see over here, recover, rebuild, relax, revive, rejuvenate, and re-athlete. With an athlete just absolutely relaxing and recovering. This is brilliant because that's exactly what they want. They want to recover, they want to relax, they don't want the mental anxiety, right? And they will be able to revive themselves to be able to perform better. So this is really, really good. Another one that they've done over here is this one. So as you can see, first 3 seconds, they're saying improve your athletic performance, which is the main goal of athletes. And this is how they chose to catch people's attention. So this is what we want to do with our product. After doing our research, we want to brainstorm on the sentences, targeting those specific pains and goals. And I'm sure you will do a fantastic job. And after that, after the hook, it's important to also have a smooth kind of following, because obviously the hook is important, the most important, I would say. But if you don't have a smooth video, then you will also lose them. So in WeAthletes, for example, knowing that their crowd is young, they're athletic, you saw the kind of music that was in their ads, and it was very active. It was very, exciting in a way, right? Like it was very powerful. So this is also something to think about when you know who your audience is. And so step number 2 would be to expose the best benefits or features of your product. I personally like to focus on benefits because benefits are the difference between those is benefits are what will your product do to them, right? Like what's the life-changing aspect that your product will have on their lives? Whereas feature is like, what does your product have? Does it, is it like 3 colors? Does it have like different functions, 13 massage modes? I mean, these are great, but I really like to focus on benefits. So this would be your second step to developing an amazing ad. And over here, you really can also put some social proof, increase your credibility within your niche and show them that you are the brand to go for. So let me show you an example that I think they did really well over here.
If you suffer from muscle pain or soreness, this product is going to change your life. I see why there are so many 5-star ratings. It's seriously the best way to relieve sore muscles and improve recovery after a tough workout. It has lots of customizable settings for the massager and the heat therapy. It folds up super compact into this easy to carry travel bag, so as long as you have an outlet, you can take it anywhere. It also gives me an excuse to relax. Your body works so hard for you. Treat it right. Head over to reathlete.com and pick up yours today.
So as you can see, this is pretty nice. It's a UGC, user-generated kind of video. So as you can see over here, she really just hooked us in with the pain point, which is pain and swelling, that we deserve this product and what the product itself is. How does it work? So features and benefits. And then last but not least, we really need to put like a strong call to action with your promotion. I would also induce some kind of scarcity. So either something about your stock or something that has to do with the promotion that is limited timing. So they have to act fast, right? If you don't tell them what to do, they won't do. So you really have to direct them at the end of the video. It's not just a nice video to watch. There is something to do, something to take action on. You want these results? Then shop now. Click shop now, right? So this is how you close the deal with your call to action. So that's pretty much it. This is the structure on building irresistible ads, understanding your audience, building the hooks based on your research, and then doing the benefits and features in an attractive way while closing the deal in the end. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to this channel and you will see more amazing videos like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.